What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy, the official J, back with another video today, man. And first and foremost, let me apologize for my absence. It's been a while. It's been about like 4 weeks since I dropped a video. The reasons behind that is because I started a new job. I recently left my other job like 3 weeks ago. So this is like my fourth week at my new job. So far, I'm liking it, I'm digging it. Things been going smooth. It's just, I've been trying to fill it out and see how busy I be just to drop, content for you guys, But so far, so good. The job is easy to me. Yeah, man, just been easy. But I'm gonna get into it. Today's a special video, basically for y'all, some of y'all that are, college freshmen that are going into on campus later on this year, and I'm gonna give you all some pointers. You feel me? Because I'm graduating, as you guys may not know. I'm graduating in a couple of weeks with my bachelor's in criminal justice. So I'm gonna give you all some pointers. All right. Rule number one: scheduling. All right. So we all know, having a set schedule in stone for when you start school is most important. Only because when you set a schedule, you're setting a time for yourself to actually work on being responsible for your classes and getting the classes on time. So what you want to do is you want to set a schedule to where it's most effective for you. If you're an early person, then set your classes up for an early schedule. If you were a late person, don't set yourself up and get an early class, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be late to those classes or you're not gonna show up at all. I know it's hard in the beginning of the school year to set your classes due to the fact that everybody else is, trying to get into that class, or, trying to, see what's up with those classes. Don't be discouraged by how many people are in that class or how many people are attending that class or trying to get into that class, because 9 times out of 10, once the add drop period comes, all those numbers are going to go down. So if you're focusing on, getting into the right classes, don't even worry about it. Just focus on getting into the classes that you need and that, that you want. Sometimes people go into college as freshmen and don't even know what their major is. That's okay. It's never a rush to know what your major is or what you want to take part in. So just take your core classes, your math classes, and your regular classes, and you'll be all set. All right? Another thing, attendance matters. Always, always, always. They don't, professor, look, I'm gonna give you all the scoop. Professors, they don't care. They don't care if your homework is never on time. Just be in class. As long as you're in class 90% of the time, they're gonna pass you regardless. The homework comes second. As long as you do the homework and you're in class and you're participating, it'll show. Don't never skip class or, think that just because you don't come to class but you do homework that you're gonna pass. 9 times out of 10, usually you don't never pass the class because your attendance was poor or it had a major effect on your grade. So don't let that be you. You feel me? With that being said, some professors are cool with you not being in class. Some professors give you that 3-day, you can't miss. You can miss 3 days of classes, but that 4th day is like, that's when your grade starts going down. Don't pay attention to that. Don't even take that for granted. You feel me? Like, as long as you go into class, just go into class, chill. You can do whatever you want in class. Just be in class. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, professors look at that. Even though they don't take, some of them don't take attendance, they remember faces. So as long as you're in class and you're participating, or at least showing up and making it look like you doing something, it's gonna take it's gonna be accounted for. So make sure that your attendance is on time and that you're always in class. All right. Rule number 3: take time to study. I cannot, stress this enough. As me being a college graduate, I feel like I didn't really take my studying seriously, only because of the fact that I felt like I had other things I had to do besides study, which put me in a tough position in the long run, because it was like, okay, I have to study for this many hours on this specific subject, and that's basically my whole day. Don't ever think that just because you're studying that you're gonna miss the whole day. Usually, if you take notes and just jot down little things, it can help you in the long run. Don't ever think that just because you're studying more, basically for the whole, whatever they say is on a packet. Don't ever say that. Don't ever think that just because you're studying for that many hours that that's the amount of hours you have to study. It's never like that. Unless you're doing language, then you can study like that. But other than that, you're straight. Just make sure you're jotting down your notes and keeping it simple. Professors, they rather you be honest and at least do some type of studying than to not do studying at all. So just keep that in mind and you'll be fine. Rule number 4: eating. Now, many people, when they get into the habit of going to college and going on campus, it's like they get so caught up in going to classes or making sure that assignments are done and just studying hard constantly, that they forget to eat. Don't forget to eat. You cannot forget to eat. I don't care how much work you have or how much time you have. Make sure you always have time to eat, because at the end of the day, when you don't eat, you can't really focus. So when you're eating and you're getting the vitamins and the nutrients that you need, it will help you focus in the long run, especially if you have a test coming up. You cannot skip a meal and expect to be able to focus on a test, because it's not going to work. You're going to feel cranky, you're going to feel like you're rushed, you're going to feel tired, and you just don't want to feel like that. So my advice to you is to always make sure that you eat at least 3 times a day. At least 3 times. Even if you don't want to go on campus and spend money, because I know campus food be be expensive, but just make sure that you're keeping yourself well fed and being up to date. Rule number 5: sleep. Now this is the most important rule of being a college student, because many of us we lack sleep in our bodies. Like it shows when you lack sleep, because when you lack in sleep, you don't have much energy. Typically because of the fact that you're usually up late studying or doing homework or waiting to the last minute to finish assignments. Don't wait to finish assignments. Always get the assignments done then and there, right then and there. Always be on time, be on time with your assignments, because you don't want to be that person to lack your sleep. Sleep is very important, especially when you're in college. So always make sure that you get a nap in between classes that you have time for. Like say if you have one class and then you don't have another class for another 4 hours, make sure you get a nap in, because at that point you're gonna need that nap. And if you're already not eating, you must gotta take a nap. Like it's not gonna work if you don't nap or if you're not eating. So it goes hand in hand together. So make sure that you're eating and that you're getting your nutrients and stuff and being able to sleep and being able to have enough energy throughout the day. That's all. Advice number 6: mental. All right, so this is you. Some of y'all may not go through this, but I know majority of the people that are in college now have gone through this. Is a mental breakdown. There are many times where people stress themselves, overwork themselves just because of the fact that they're not eating, they're not sleeping, and also not exercising. If you exercise, eat right, and sleep, your mental will be able to be, very, 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 positive and strong, because then you're not really stressing the fact that you're late for assignments, because you're already making time. You have the amount of energy to, put forth in that work because you're doing all these things. Working out is a big, 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 big thing when it comes to mental health, because it falls into physical health. And as long as you're, just keeping yourself healthy and keeping yourself in shape, it's going to go hand in hand together. So my advice to you, or any freshman that's starting out this year, to take part in, mental programs, and also, seek any type of advice, mental health advice from on campus and stuff like that, because that's what they provide, and that's what they do. They help teens and college students get through that, because they know that mental is big, and it plays a big role in a college student's life. So don't never take your mental for granted, and always stay on top of your stuff. All right, mental health is very, very important, and I can't stress that enough. I've been through it. I know friends of mine that have been through it, and I know a lot of other people that have been through it, and most of them people that have been through it have dropped out. So I wouldn't want you to go through the same thing and drop out, because then you feel like you don't want to go back, and then you feel like you start overthinking and asking yourself, is college really for me? Don't be that type of person to let your mental overthink your decisions and how your life plans out. That's all I gotta say. Last but not least, number 7. I know for a fact, before y'all get to college, y'all see all these type of parties that go on campus. Trust me. These parties really aren't worth it in the beginning. When you step foot your freshman year on campus, make sure you have your mindset on just straight studying. Save the partying for winter break. Save the partying for spring break. That's the time where you have fun the most, because you're basically celebrating passing the term, the semester. Never, ever, 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 I don't care how tempting it is, make sure that you always study first, because partying is not going to get you anywhere, and it's just gonna make you lag on your studies and on your assignments. I know there's many people out here that have, partied damn near their whole college lifestyle. And you ask them how many classes have they completed during those times, and they still lack some classes, and they still lack some credits due to the fact that they just party all the time, every weekend. You can't really party every weekend if you haven't did what you had to do during the week. You feel me? So my advice to any of the freshmen that's going and starting college this year, please make sure that you put your studies first before partying and wait, because at the end of the day, it's not money that you're gonna have. That it's not money that's free for you. It's money that's gonna eventually come out of your pocket at some point, and you just don't want to waste it. Don't waste time. Make sure that you get it. Once you step foot on campus, you finish as fast as possible. Never take the time that you spend on campus for granted, and always have fun, most importantly. Alright? So if you have any comments, concerns, or anything, please like the video, subscribe, and yeah, I see you on the next clip. All right.